Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the third edition of Embrace the Experience, part of the Todos Somos Toastmasters program. I am your host, Violetta Rios from Division A, and today I actually want to catch up with the holiday spirit and talk about something that everyone plans thoroughly throughout December. And on December 31st, depending on their ritual, they grab their grapes, their wine, champagne, and start making their resolutions. So this edition is devoted exclusively to goal setting and planning, but focused on your Toastmasters career. So it really doesn't matter if you're a brand new member or you've been a couple of years a Toastmaster. I want to focus on how we should actually embrace every single session and the limited or the most time we have dedicated to Toastmasters. So, actually, how much time do you dedicate to Toastmasters? A couple of members only devote a couple of hours a day, others a few hours a week, and the extremely busy ones a few hours a month. But it doesn't matter if it's throughout the day, throughout the week, or throughout the month. It actually means how much quality time do you actually dedicate to your speech topic research, to your rehearsing, and to the sessions themselves. Are you the kind of member that has a perfect attendance to your meetings, or do you go every now and then, or maybe every once in a blue moon? Think about it. It all depends and relies on your priorities. Now, once I heard from a member that has a high rank in our organization that there are a couple of priorities in your life with the long Toastmasters. The most important priority, and this is the one I added, is you. If you don't have your life in order, you will never dedicate anything to anyone else. And your second priority is work. This is a bit controversial because some people say family is before work or work is before family, each to their own. But both of them are right underneath you, but above Toastmasters. So according to your priority rank, where is Toastmasters and how much time will you dedicate to that and to your other activities or your other priorities in your life? We started this brand new year back in July 1st, and it's been 26 weeks since, or 6 months. Why don't we take away 2 weeks for days off, holiday, probably the convention if you attended. How much have you progressed since then? Are you still in the same level that you started off the year at? Have you advanced and progressed? A reminder for everyone, our educational path is made of communication and leadership. So a brand new member actually is able to embrace both paths at the same time. With communication, we begin with our competent communicator with our basic manual, and then we advance or progress towards the Advanced Communicator Bronze, Advanced Communicator Silver, and the Advanced Communicator Gold. Through the leadership path, we advance through the Competent Leader, Advanced Leader Bronze, and the Advanced Leader Silver. When both paths meet, the member becomes a DTM, which is our top award in our educational program, and that is a Distinguished Toastmaster. That should be each member's goal, eventually. And I respect and admire those members that say they prefer to focus on communication only. But just remember one thing. A good leader is a good communicator. Eventually, you will be asked to step up to the plate and lead if you're a good communicator. So let's start thinking time. Each level of communication has 10 speeches. Therefore, to complete the communication path, you have to deliver 40 speeches throughout your Toastmasters career. If a year has 52 weeks, we can barely make it throughout the whole year plan and deliver a speech if you are the kind of person that wants to advance one speech per session every now and then, though I know there are other members that have the policy of a speech per month, and that's more than enough for them. But hey, if you think about it, even if you do a one speech per month, it would take you 40 months to complete your communication path. That's 3 years and 4 months if you're thinking about one speech at a month. And I would strongly suggest you actually embrace each opportunity you have, because public speaking is like a muscle. If you relax your muscle long enough, you might even forget, and you'll struggle next time you actually practice your activity. Leadership, on the other hand, has a couple of activities required. Now, I hate to admit it took me 5 years to complete my Competent Leader award, but in my defense, it was during my 3-year hiatus in Toastmasters. To be a competent leader, you actually have to deliver a couple of roles, and it's all about planning. I've seen members that have taken up the grammarian role so many times, but they don't get evaluated for it. And when it comes to actually evaluating, like, how far are you to become a competent leader, the member realizes they've done all those activities, but they never got credit for them. So take your manual with you each and every single session. Believe me, there is always an opportunity to progress. We need actually 31 interventions to become a competent leader, and it includes from being a timer, an age counter, a topic speaker, befriending a member, being a mentor, all the way through chairing a public relations campaign or a membership campaign. This can be done easily within a year or less. To become an advanced leader bronze, it's when you actually become part of the leadership team in your club. And the first requirement is to be a club officer, at least for 6 months. You could be the president, vice president of education, membership, public relations, the secretary, the sergeant at arms, or the treasurer who has the money of your club. You have to attend to your officer's training, deliver 2 chats from the Excellence Series program. So if your club has semestral election periods, you can actually meet that award within 6 months. But if your club has annual terms, it'll take you a full year to accomplish your goal. If you are really after the DTM, which is our top award, you have to go through the Advanced Leader Silver. And this kind of leadership actually takes you outside of your club. It takes you to serve more clubs and including people of your community. The first requirement is to be a district officer, which is being an area or division governor. It also includes the higher ranks, which is Lieutenant Governor of Marketing, Lieutenant Governor of Education and Training, and District Governor. You have to sponsor, mentor, and coach a club. What does this mean? You have to be involved in building a brand new club, walking it through its first few months, or supporting a club that needs help to become a distinguished club once again. And last but not least, most of our members' big nemesis, the High Performance Leadership Project, which is one of the most beautiful projects our organization has to offer, and I promise I will dedicate more time to it later on. But in the meantime, this is something that you have to do to complete your educational path within leadership. How long can it take? If you're a Toastmaster that has all the time in the world to do this, it could take you up to 2 years to complete the leadership path. If you're someone that is very ambitious and you want to finish fast, 1.5 years would be the fastest you can complete the leadership track if your club has a semestral election period. What you can't measure is actually something that's cannot documented. So I call out to all those clubs that actually only do table topics during their sessions, to those members that like giving speeches off the club but never take their manual with them and never get evaluated with them. How many times have you visited a club and had the opportunity to participate in table topics or Perhaps befriend a friend, a new member, or a new guest, and talk to them about the wonders that Toastmasters has to offer. How many times did you get credit for it? We actually dedicate our time to Toastmasters, but if our time devoted to this is not recorded nor documented, believe me, it didn't exist. So what's the value of it then? Now think about your New Year's resolutions. I'm not talking about the end of the term that will end in June 30th. I'm talking about the full 2014. What are your goals? Personally, my first goal is to complete my second TTM and begin all over again. Why? Because if I stop there, I'll probably forget everything I've learned. But now let's think about you. Are you that member that is really busy and doesn't have time for themselves? Talk to your president or your vice president of education. Tell them or let them know that once you make it to allow you in the agenda, let each opportunity you're there count and matter. Prepare your speeches beforehand. And if you're one of those members that is anxious to grow and finish as soon as they can, every session you should take a speech and you should be prepared. Unfortunately, not all sessions go as planned, and maybe someone has to step down from their speaking opportunity. And instead of having the 3 scheduled speakers, you'll only have 2 or 1. Take that opportunity. Continue advancing. Usually, that will give you more bang for your buck, or, as I like to say it, you're a person that likes to have core and solid sessions. Session is not complete with all 3 segments, which is speeches, evaluations, and table topics. Though, if my Vice President of Education hears me say this, she'll probably be on my case because I sometimes prefer speeches over table topics. Each club has their own rituals. Each club has their own ideals. Remember one thing. Each and every one of us is part of our club's success. If you progress, your club progresses. If your club progresses, your area, your division, and our district will progress as well. Don't be a kind of person that says, oh, well, we already have our 4 competent communicators. Oh, we already met our 2 leaders. Go for it. It's your time, and time is a non-renewable resource. Take advantage of everything you do. And before I let you all go, one thing I do want to say is I wish you a wonderful holiday season with your loved ones, friends, family, whoever they may be. I hope the last session of the year was successful, and I hope each member promised the club we will be a distinguished club at the end of the term. Have a wonderful holiday, and I hope to hear you back in January. This is Violetta Rios for Embrace the Experience in Todos Somos Toastmasters.